Before the recent lockdowns around the world, we led hectic lives with long commutes and not enough time to spend with our families and friends. Traffic polluted our air and smog blanketed our skylines.
What if it could be different? What if we could create a new normal where we reclaim our time, our health and well-being, and our communities?
This is the idea behind the 15-minute city, a growing movement to make our lives in cities more convenient, less stressful, and more sustainable. A 15-minute city is one where everything we need is close to home, where communities are safe and inclusive, where the air is clean.
A 15-minute city is one where it's easy to get goods and services. Fresh groceries, healthcare, and other amenities are all just a short trip away. A 15-minute city is one where everyone has a place.
A 15-minute city has affordable, accessible, and adaptable housing for households of all sizes and ages.
A 15-minute city means that you can work close to home or work remotely more often.
And we all play a role in our neighborhood.
What if we don't go back to life as it was? What if we already have the power to change how we live? Together, we can reimagine and create the future we want. One that is cleaner, safer, healthier, and more inclusive, and gives us back valuable time to enjoy the little things.
Experts say that the new pandemic, which is 10 times more contagious and deadly than coronavirus, can only be defeated by minimising all human contact and staying home as much as possible. In order to enforce this, all digital wallets will only work within 1 mile of the address at which they are registered. Shopping times will be staggered so that you can only make purchases for a 2-hour period each day. All non-essential item purchases will be rejected.
There were chaotic scenes on day 1 of the lockdown in St. Catherine. We now join Janella in Portmore for a special look on how events unfolded throughout the day. Janella.
Thank you so much, Herman. Well, I'm in Portmore, to be exact, home to more than 200,000 Jamaicans. Now, there were chaotic scenes here and also in other sections of St. Catherine earlier today on day 1 of the lockdown. Our special coverage begins with Vashon Brown, who is in Spanish Town. Vashon.
Thanks so much, Janella. Well, I'm currently standing on Burke Road. Now, this is where Barrett Street meets Burke Road, just outside the Spanish Town Hospital. Now, it was pretty much smooth sailing getting here. We did pass a few police checkpoints, but the roads were pretty much clear. Last night, though, we got several reports of a mass exodus from Portmore, St. Catherine, after the Prime Minister announced the lockdown. Now, it's important to note here that the police have said that they have seen the videos that have been circulating online showing the Portmore situation last night. The police have, however, said that based on their checks, people were pretty much leaving Portmore and its environs before the 9 p.m. curfew. Videos circulating online showing a rush to get out of St. Catherine last night, shortly after the Prime Minister announced the lockdown of the parish. These images from the Portmore leg of the toll road as people tried to leave the Sunshine City. The curfew started at 9 p.m. and minutes after 10 p.m. when we were in the area, we saw a few vehicles heading from Portmore into Kingston. We journeyed to the Mandela Highway. This was the Prime Minister Tuesday's press briefing.
I am told that there is quite a panic in the population in Portmore, as we expected. This is part of, we expected, and in St. Catherine.
Panic too at this wholesale. These scenes from AJ's Wholesale in Spanish Town, about minutes to 8 p.m. It was the only food establishment opened in the area at the time. A mad rush as people tried to stock up on food items, again raising concerns about physical distancing rules.
Let me tell you what the problem is. The line, there's a lack of line here. No line. Jamaican people don't want to form a line. They don't know what a line is. That's the problem right now. So while people bungling up at the door, what he has caused a breakdown in the social distancing. If he did not announce it, or give us such a short notice, less people would have been out here, less bungling would have happened, but we can't do any better now. We really can't do any better.
Most of the supermarkets were closed when the lockdown announcement was made, and so people turned up at gas stations. They argued that they needed more time to prepare.
24. But you have tomorrow where you can go by alphabetical order to purchase your stuff.
No, sir. Alphabetical order, no record.
But you have tomorrow where you can go by alphabetical order to purchase your stuff.
No, sir. Alphabetical order, no record.
7 and 8 miles Bull Bay on lockdown and residents under quarantine to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. Several security checkpoints are now in place and the flow of movement is controlled by security officers. Some residents have, however, found means of evading security officers by walking through the Cane River to access food or to travel to work. When asked why this is happening, one resident in the 7 miles area spoke to us from behind a tire barrier and gave this response.
For 4 days now, we're out of food. The soldier and the police them lock we down in here. We cannot come out to get nothing for the kids them. We not see nobody come deliver no food. If we not have it so we have corona, come test we, make we get a release. Even water we not and them have we in there lock up. What we lock up for? For that we hungry? This come like on the corona will kill we. I'm hungry. Look how my mouth live dry. We not do something for we. Come test we and make we start get something to eat. Eh? This not happy. We not happy. The people them afraid of them one another. We are run from one another.
Track your baby's health from the comfort of your zone. Track your baby's health from the comfort of your zone.
In Shanghai, China, the world's third largest city remains in lockdown. 25 million residents ordered confined to their homes.
They're using bicycle locks and padlocks just to keep people in.
CNN's David Culver says government workers sealed his front door to prevent him from leaving.
Just clarify, you're shut in? There's like a paper barrier keeping you from exiting, going to the food market?
I can't go outside that door. There's a seal. If I do, physically I could do it, but I would break the seal, and there's repercussions for that.
The draconian measures are enforced by men in white hazmat suits, known as Big Whites. Some citizens in the authoritarian nation are losing it, defying the lockdown by screaming from their apartment windows into the night. It's straight out of a dystopian sci-fi movie. Some people are yelling out, "We're starving." American Shanice Brakim, who lives in Shanghai, hasn't been outside her apartment in 12 days.
I did a poll with, I don't know the number of people, but I feel like it was enough. How many people are probably going to leave China after this, or if they just move to a different city? And I think the last time I checked, it was like 80% of people said that they're going to leave.
Another American, Cameron Johnson, tells Inside Edition his neighbors have improvised a barter system.
You trade carrots for bread mix, or the other day we traded a few of the dumplings that we had made to somebody for some school supplies for the kids.
还不回去，然后啥样子不说当时。
哎呦。